Howdy folks, Justin here, and today we are going to hop on a ladder with another of my favorite decks. Yesterday was Support Mage, today we are playing Max's Abomination Scout. This is, my take on the list, but all these decks are pretty similar. And I'm excited to hopefully be able to walk you through how this deck works. We're playing against Dragon Tamer, Blade the Ingenious. It's funny, there's a horn going off in my parking lot. The last time I played against Dragon Tamer Blade, I was also playing this deck, so I apologize, Dragon Tamer Blade. It's on Sorcerer. Most hands with this deck are things you can keep.
Luck to your house.
What you're trying to do is use Moonsugar Smuggler to ramp, sort of ramp, and you're trying to combine small guard creatures.
I'm ready for anything.
And cards that cost 0 and 1 in particular, with cards that draw you cards when your creatures die. Necromancer's Amulet's a pretty good part of this puzzle, but we're just going to go ahead and play Merchant's Camel. We have to take Journey to Sovngarde here, because what you're trying to do is churn through your entire deck. Which I know sounds ridiculous, but with the right cards it's actually possible. You use cards that discount every card you draw, Thieves Guild Fence, alongside Moonsugar Smuggler to advance your Magicka, Necromancer's Amulet to keep yourself alive, and Disciple of Nimira to draw, hopefully, your entire deck. Now, ooh, DTB with the Factotums. We're going to keep that. We're going to play the Amulet, poke this. So right now we're just stalling. And there are going to be a lot of games where it's going to look like you're going to lose. Until you don't lose. Just going to dump that on the board. So we actually still need a couple pieces. We need a Thieves Guild Fence. And we need a Disciple of Nimira. Now DT is doing nothing here. Let's go ahead and drop a Dres Spy. We don't need the Skulk. We're just kind of hard mulliganing now for a couple very specific cards. And we have all the time in the world really to do it. We're not under a lot of pressure. Necromancer's Amulet, especially if we can ever get multiples of them out, is incredible. There's a Symbol Titan. So pressure will start coming. Okay. We need... There's another amulet. Another amulet's not really what we want, though. I'm just going to pass the turn. There's some call to not play the amulet because we need more cards and our opponent now will no longer break a rune. I suspect, anyway. But ultimately, it's just what you have to do. Because we really need to survive. Okay, blinking this makes a lot of sense. But yeah, once we get Disciple of Nimira, what we do is we fill a lane with a Disciple and a Thieves Guild Fence. There's Thieves Guild Recruit. And Doppelganger, so DTB is kind of going off here. So we might not have a ton of time left. Looks like that didn't work, so that's a bummer. There's the fence, we need that. Play the recruit. Play a spider worker. We're just trying to get to that point. So next turn we can go off barely if we get a Disciple of Nimira. We hit a Disciple of Nimira, we can play it on top of one of these creatures. Play Moonsugar Smuggler on top of one of those creatures.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
And then play Thieves Guild Fence. Okay. This looks a lot worse, I think, than it is. So we're not going to overdraw. Alright, another Thieves Guild fence. So we're not going to go off. We need to stem the bleeding. So let's play Induril Mastermind.
They've no move we can't anticipate.
There's the Disciple, which we will need in the future. There's a word wall to upgrade our shout. We can mill a few cards, but we're kind of locked into playing this right now. So we're going to play some guards. And now we're just trying to survive. Which is not an unreasonable plan, I don't think. We'll keep that on top. Put some damage on that. Still have a ring charge. We're going to give this -2. Play this.
What are we going after?
We're at 15.
So it comes to violence.
Let's go ahead and gain a couple more life. Now I feel pretty comfortable in that I don't think we're going to die. We also don't have a lot of resources left in our hand. But if we can get 2 Thieves Guild fences online, we'll be good to go. And I suspected that was going to get bolted, so that's okay too. Now I need a 0-cost creature. Okay. Okay. Amulet's doing work. Sure. Okay. Deepwood Trapper. 9 Magicka.
Welcome to the shadows.
What are we going after? My scales make it
Here we go.
shadow.
Gearworks Spider. Good. Now we play the Gearworks Spider. We play the Moon Sugar Oh, I did that backwards. Now we just need to hope that we draw something we can play. We did, and it's the perfect card. Yeah, alright, so we're kind of doing it.
This one is just
We're going to be able to gain a bunch of
simple
life this way.
You see?
And get a bunch of Magicka. When we keep track of our deck, we have 18 cards left. Another Moon Sugar Smuggler.
This one is just a
And the
simple
Gearworks Spider, which is good because it'll put a Gearworks Spider in the other lane. Magicka count rising rapidly. Another Thieves Guild fence.
What are we going after?
Now we can play everything we draw. I guess I'll poke that. Play an Indral
Leave
Mastermind.
no move we can't
Take
anticipate.
a Scouts Report. 15 cards left. Play the Scouts Report.
I'll scout ahead.
Lots of discounts. Another Disciple. Keep that because we're going to need to go off again after this is all over.
I'm ready for
Play
anything.
that. Another Disciple.
I
Now we
bought
should be
your bird.
good
This is
to
interesting.
go. How many cards are left? 9? I'm going to pass the turn. So now next turn we're going to journey and then have 3 Magicka to work with. Alright, there's Deepwood Trapper. Okay. Life total still solid. Now, journeying with 8 cards left in our deck is not at all ideal. We want to draw as many as possible. Nogleave. So we have a huge board facing us down. So, if we play the Disciple... Let's just journey.
I will cut your purse.
So it comes to violence.
Okay. Play the Ungolin.
Night Mother will guide us.
Play the Spider Worker, replacing the Ungolin. Draw an Assassin, draw an Indral Mastermind at maximum size. Can we start going off in another lane? Do we want to? We kind of want to draw a ton of cards to put out there. We will play this here.
I lurk in the shadows, waiting.
Okay, we got a couple Masterminds. Alright, so we're good now. I'm going to play all of this over here.
What have we here?
Okay, play that Mastermind.
No move we can't anticipate.
We don't know if these are upgraded or not. I think all my word walls were, though. It's another little bug. Play this Mastermind.
No move we can't anticipate.
Take the Dwarven Spider. Play the word wall. Actually, what we're going to do
Think it's worth
is
dying
trade
for.
both those guys in.
Think it's worth dying for.
Drain Vitality this lane.
On the hot!
I bark and birth. This is interesting.
Play the Massive Word Wall.
Think it's worth dying for.
Kill off these creatures.
Think it's worth dying for.
Play Camel. I'm sorry, not a Camel. A Skulk and pass the turn. Alright. So that's how you do that. Those are how those turns work. We're at 38. Our deck has 25 cards, most of which have been journeyed to Sovngarde. And we can basically do it all again next turn. Now, our opponent has gained a ton of life, put a lot of huge bodies on the board, dealt us a lot of damage, and I still feel pretty confident that we're going to come out ahead here. Bonewalker is kind of a cool addition. I like that. Okay. Word wall. Laying down the law. I'm so sorry. I literally haven't played DTB in months. And here we
You
are.
will die where you stand. So predictable.
We're just gonna kill all those creatures.
Looks dead to me.
Think it's worth dying for.
Meet your doom.
Pass turn. We're in a pretty commanding position here. Assembled Sanitizer. Of course, his Factotums are getting massive. And he's probably a conscription deck. If he doesn't play it right now, if he just holds 2 cards when he has 9 Magicka up, he's a conscription deck. Alright, so let's
We know.
swing that guy in. And I feel confident, though, that we survive a conscription, which is why I'm just going to go face.
Think it's worth dying for. So predictable. You will die where you stand.
I
Actually
will
have
cut
lethal.
you ear to ear.
This was a worthy contest.
We'll let Word Wall get in the last word. That's one of my favorite decks. That's how you play it. And, by the way, that was a lot easier on new client than the old client. See you on the ladder. Oh, let's get our rewards, see if that's working. Yeah, get out of that serpent. What was I recording with when I got into the serpent? I think I was playing Creatureless Support Mage, which is as bad as you think, because the creatures are what you need to make the supports worthwhile. So, alright. See you guys on the ladder.